Why are you playing with her? Tafa's mother asked, pointing at Laddie. Don't you know she's an Osu? Tafa looked at Laddie, then looked at his mother. But Mama, Laddie is my friend, she said softly.
No, she's not, his mother replied sharply. You must never play with her again. Do you understand? Once upon a time, in a small village in Nigeria, there lived a young lady named Laddie. Laddie was beautiful, kind, and always helped everyone in her village. But she had one big problem. She was an Osu. In her village, being an Osu meant being an outcast. Many people did not want to be friends with her, and some were even afraid to talk to her. Laddie's heart was full of sadness because she had suffered many heartbreaks. She remembered the time when she was just a little girl and she had her first friend, a boy named Tafa. They used to play together every day, running through the fields, climbing trees, and splashing in the river. Laddie felt so happy when she was with Tafa, and she thought their friendship would last forever. One sunny afternoon, Laddie and Tafa were playing together near Tafa's house.
They were laughing and chasing each other when Tafa's mother came out. She saw them and frowned. Tafa, come here right now, she called sternly. Tafa obeyed, looking confused. Why are you playing with her? Tafa's mother asked, pointing at Laddie. Don't you know she's an Osu? Tafa looked at Laddie, then looked at his mother. But Mama, Laddie is my friend, she said softly.
No, she's not, his mother replied sharply. You must never play with her again. Do you understand? Tafa nodded slowly. He turned to Laddie and whispered, I am sorry, Laddie. Then he walked away, leaving Laddie standing there, heartbroken. Laddie cried and cried, feeling her heart break for the first time. From that day, Tafa avoided Laddie. She would see him playing with other children, but he never looked at her again. She felt so alone and wondered why being an Osu meant she couldn't have friends. Years passed, and Laddie grew up into a lovely young woman. She tried to be happy, even when she still felt the pain of losing Tafa's friendship. She helped her family with chores, tended to her garden, and always wore a bright smile. But deep down, Laddie longed for a true friend, someone who would not care about the Osu tradition. One day, while fetching water from the river, Laddie met a boy named Ayofa. Ayofa was kind and did not seem to care about the Osu tradition. They would sit by the river, talking and laughing for hours. One afternoon, Ayofa and Laddie were sitting under a big tree near the river. Laddie, you're the best friend I've ever had, Ayofa said with a smile. I don't care what anyone says about the Osu. You are amazing just the way you are. Laddie's heart swelled with joy. Ayofa made Laddie feel special, and she started to believe she could be happy again. She felt like she had found a true friend at last. But one day, Ayofa's father found out about their friendship. He was very angry and told Ayofa he must never see Laddie again. Ayofa, you must understand, his father said sternly. You cannot be friends with an Osu. It will bring shame to our family. Ayofa was sad but obeyed his father. He stopped meeting Laddie by the river and avoided her whenever he saw her in the village. Laddie's heart was broken once more, and she cried herself to sleep every night. She wondered if she would ever find someone who would truly care for her. Another time, Ladi met a gentleman named Kajo. He was new to the village and did not know about the Osu tradition. They became close, and Ladi started to believe that she could be happy. Kajo was different from the others. He was thoughtful and always listened to her. Ladi's heart began to heal, and she felt hopeful for the future. One evening, Kajo invited Ladi to a village dance. Ladi wore her best dress and felt beautiful and excited. As they danced under the moonlight, Ladi felt like she was in a dream. "Thank you, Kajo, for making me feel so special," she whispered. "You're special, Ladi," Kajo replied, holding her close. But when Kajo's friends discovered she was an Osun, they told him to stay away from her. "Kajo, you cannot be with her," one of his friends said. "She's an Osun. It will ruin your reputation." Kajo, afraid of losing his friends, stopped talking to Ladi. Once again, Ladi's heart shattered. She felt the heavy weight of rejection and wondered if she would ever find someone who would truly love her. She began to lose hope and stopped trying to make friends or find love. She spent her days alone, tending to her garden and helping her family. Her heart was full of sadness, and she wondered if she would ever find happiness. One day, a new family moved to the village. They had a son named Doshima. Doshima was strong, brave, and had a big heart. He noticed Ladi working in her garden and admired her hard work and kindness. He decided to introduce himself. "Hello, my name is Doshima. I've just moved here. Can I help you with your garden?" he asked with a warm smile. Ladi was surprised. No one had spoken to her like this for a long time. She was afraid to get her hopes up, but decided to give it a chance. "Hello, Doshima. My name is Ladi." "Yes, I would like that," she said with a smile. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Ladi and Doshima became friends. They spent a lot of time together, sharing stories, dreams, and even their fears. Ladi felt her heart healing, but she was still scared. She feared that Doshima would live like others. She feared that Doshima would live like the others when he found out she was an Osun. One day, Ladi decided to tell Doshima the truth. They were sitting under a big tree when she took a deep breath and said, "Doshima, there's something you should know about me. I'm an Osun." Doshima looked at her with kind eyes and said, "Ladi, I know. I have known since the day we met. It does not matter to me. You're my friend, and I care about you." Tears filled Ladi's eyes. She could not believe what she was hearing. "You mean you don't care that I'm an Osun?" "No, Ladi, I don't care. What matters to me is your heart, your kindness, and the person you are. I will always be your friend, no matter what," Doshima replied. As months went by, Ladi and Doshima's friendship grew deeper. Doshima admired Ladi's resilience and kindness, while Ladi cherished Doshima's strength and loyalty. They often met in secret, away from the prying eyes of the villagers. They shared their dreams, hopes, and fears, finding comfort in each other's company. One evening, Doshima took Ladi to a quiet spot by the river. The setting sun cast a golden glow over the water, creating a magical atmosphere. Doshima held Laddie's hands and said, Laddie, I love you. You are the most wonderful person I've ever met. Will you be my wife? Laddie's heart soared with joy, but she felt a pang of fear. She knew the villagers and Doshima's family would never accept their love. Doshima, I love you too, but what about your family? What about the villagers? They will never accept me, she said, her voice trembling. Let's not worry about that now, Doshima said gently. We will face it together. Our love is stronger than any tradition or prejudice. Will you marry me, Laddie? Laddie nodded, tears of happiness streaming down her face. Yes, Doshima, I will marry you, she whispered. When Doshima's parents heard about his intention to marry Laddie, they were furious. Doshima, you cannot marry an Osu, his father said sternly. It will bring shame to our family. Father, Laddie is a kind and wonderful person. She doesn't deserve to be treated this way. I love her and I want to marry her, Doshima replied firmly. No, Doshima, his mother said, her voice cold. You will not marry her. We forbid it. The villagers too were outraged. They whispered and gossiped, casting angry glances at Laddie whenever she passed by. Some people even started to shun her family, refusing to do business with them or help them with their house chores. Despite the hostility, Doshima stood by Laddie's side. He visited her every day, comforting her and assuring her of his love. Laddie, we will get through this, he said one evening. I promise you, we will be together, no matter what. Life became increasingly difficult for Laddie. The villagers' mistreatment grew worse. They would throw stones at her house, shout insults, and refuse to buy the vegetables she grew. Laddie's family struggles to make ends meet, and the weight of the village's disdain became unbearable. Laddie tried to stay strong, but every day was a battle. Doshima's parents continued to pressure him to abandon Laddie. His father even arranged for him to meet another young woman from a respected family, hoping he would forget about Laddie. But Doshima's heart belonged to Laddie, and he refused to be swayed. One day, Doshima's mother confronted him. Doshima, you are bringing shame to our family. Why do you persist in this foolishness? Find someone else, someone who is not an Osu. Doshima looked at his mother, his eyes full of determination. Mother, I love Laddie. I will not abandon her. I'm willing to face any consequences for our love. If you cannot accept her, then do not accept me. Doshima's mother was taken aback by his words. She saw the resolve in his eyes and realized that nothing she said would change his mind. She sighed deeply, feeling a mix of frustration and sadness.
Why are you playing with her? Tafa's mother asked, pointing at Laddie. Don't you know she's an Osu? Tafa looked at Laddie, then looked at his mother. But Mama, Laddie is my friend, she said softly.
No, she's not, his mother replied sharply. You must never play with her again. Do you understand? Once upon a time, in a small village in Nigeria, there lived a young lady named Laddie. Laddie was beautiful, kind, and always helped everyone in her village. But she had one big problem. She was an Osu. In her village, being an Osu meant being